Welcome to the Black Phoenix Financial Podcast. Lee Kemp here for another week of financial education. As always, with the man with a plan, Ethan Cope. How are we doing this week, Ethan?
Good morning, Lee.
Hey,
Excellent.
hope it's all going well. It is morning for you. It is getting well into the early evening for me here with our good old US-UK time difference.
It's actually not morning. I totally misspoke. So it's at 1 o'clock here.
I always do that. For me, it's morning till at least 3 o'clock.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. It's morning somewhere,
itself.
wherever you are.
Exactly. Absolutely right. So let's kick us off. What are we talking about this week?
Well, it is 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch yet. So I came up setting up for the podcast and I saw this here. It's actually one of the cat toys, but man, is it tantalizing. I'm having dreams about bacon burgers. But with the idea of today's show, not being able to find locates, is there's simply no other good way to get your feet wet when it comes to short selling. We're on the heels of last week's topic with short selling. And with this analogy, I mean, it looks like a burger. It's appetizing when you're hungry. You're able to pick it out as what it's supposed to be. So in terms of short selling, what we've talked about over and over again is practice. But most profitable traders, they will actually tell you to avoid simulation and instead use small size on the strategies or setups that you're interested in. But for our learning, that's virtually impossible. And the reason is because short selling is 100% different from buying, that you have to be able to find locates, which is the topic of today's show. You have to have a certain size account, and there has to be long-term investors in that stock so that you can practice shorting. And most of the stocks that you really want to short simply just don't have the locates available. So how is a person able to get their practice? Well, back to our burger, if it looks like a burger, you're able to spot it. You're able to identify what it's supposed to be. And that's the idea with our simulations, is that we're going to be able to spot the opportunities. We're going to be able to look at real charts. So these are real companies, real historical market data. So with the idea of teaching simulations and how to get that proper conditioning on the other side of volatility, that would be the simulations that we've been running. There's simply no other way to get the practice that we need. Even in terms of paper trading, many of the paper trading accounts that are brokerage features that take paper trading seriously, they look at filling you near the spot in terms of real market conditionings. They piggyback an order that's already going in, rather than just a wholly fantasy type of order. So that's the actual paper trading. That's different from the simulations that we're doing. But even with the paper trading, because it's based on real data, a good broker won't allow you to find the locates, even to paper trade, to practice trade. So that's what's so cool about what we're doing, is that this chart game actually enables you to get your feet wet over and over and over and over again. And everything that we've been doing for longs when we're buying, the reverse, we have that ability to, like you were keeping track of data, you're good at this setup, not so good at this setup. I stuck to my rules here, but I broke my rules here. So for all you ones that are trying to get a quick education, that's what we're going to leave you with today, is that practice is actually still possible with the tools that we're giving you guys. So I'd like to continue to see our listeners push forward, work in their downtime. And then we know that since last episode that you have practiced quite a bit, had a little bit of success like you brought out, and then some struggles as well. And it's
Absolutely.
very real.
Yeah, and we will dive into that as we go through the episode. For those who are watching the 5-minute video, we hope this has been really useful for you. Click on the longer form video if you want some more details. Those on the long video, you are in the right place. Just want to give that little reminder to everyone out there. Thanks for all the support. Check us out on social media. The show is at BP Financial Pod. Ethan himself with his, and he's been very active, I noticed the last few weeks with some of your stock tips and stuff. Some really good stuff on there. People can check that out at T4A Phoenix. That's PHENUX. We appreciate all of the support from everyone. Right, so let's dive into a bit more detail then.